Hi, welcome back to my mom life. If you're new here, welcome. I am Jordan, and today we're making garlic knots in the air fryer. Let's get started. These are super easy to make. You're going to need some pizza crust, some butter, some garlic, minced garlic. You could use garlic powder if you want, parsley flakes, and we're also going to need some Parmesan cheese, which I forgot to pull out, and then your air fryer. So the first thing we want to do is open up our pizza crust or pizza dough. You could get the kind in a bag. They sell that at Aldi and I think Trader Joe's. I'm sure they sell it other places too. This lighting problem is going to get fixed in just a second, so bear with me. The sun was blaring through. Then you're going to just take pieces of your pizza dough, and you want about the same size. It depends on how big you want these. But I just ended up getting 10. I think I got 10 garlic knots out of this roll of pizza dough from Walmart. So I took a little bit, ripped it off. You want to roll it in your hands and then pull that so that you can make a knot with the dough. And it's super easy. You're just going to finish making all of your knots. I have my air fryer preheating to 350 degrees. All that means is that you're going to turn it on at 350. There's no preheat button on my air fryer. Some air fryers may have that, I'm not sure. But I just turn it on at 350, let it get nice and warm while I'm preparing the garlic knots. And then as soon as I'm done getting the dough ready, the air fryer is nice and hot and ready to go. Once I got all of those ready, I went ahead and put some in my air fryer. I did 4 or 5 the first batch, and then 4, I don't remember how many I did in each batch, to be honest. I think maybe I got 6 the first batch, but you want to leave enough room to where they have room to rise a little bit. They don't need to be touching, otherwise they're not going to cook properly. So I spread them out as best I could in my air fryer, went ahead and set my timer for 5 minutes. They weren't quite done, so they ended up going for about 7 minutes. While that was going, I went ahead and melted the butter. You're gonna add in some garlic. I used a teaspoon of garlic to, I think that was about 4.5 tablespoons of butter. And then I just eyeballed the parsley, about a teaspoon of that as well. And then, like I said earlier, you're gonna want some of this Parmesan cheese, just the shaker kind. And I put about a tablespoon of that in. That's optional, but I think it just adds a little extra flavor and saltiness to the garlic knots. So once I had that mixed up, I set it aside until I was ready to put it on top of our rolls. At this point, my rolls were finished cooking, so I took them out. Doing them in the air fryer gives them a nice crunch on the outside, but they're still fluffy and soft on the inside. This was really yummy, and that garlic butter will make the outside a little softer too, so they're not super crunchy. It's a really good way to make these, and you're not heating up your whole house. So I went ahead and took the first batch out, added in the last few of my rolls that I had to bake. Then I started topping the finished rolls with the garlic butter. I went ahead and went light on it until I knew I had enough for all of them, and then I finished off using the rest of what I had, spreading it evenly throughout all of my rolls. I just went ahead and got the other batch of rolls out of the air fryer as soon as they were done. Just put them on the plate and, like I said earlier, topped them with the rest of that garlic butter, and then used any of the extra that I had to go over it just to make sure everything was evenly coated, and that was it. These turned out so yummy, and it's super easy to do in the air fryer because you're not heating your whole house with your oven, and they turned out awesome. Here are our finished garlic knots. Like I said, these are so yummy. Your family's gonna love these, and so are you. I will have the recipe in the description box if you're interested. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you subscribe and stick around. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Happy New Year, everybody, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.